I am revisiting the abortion issue because the abortion issue is a power grab by women. They want the right over life and death of the people in their wombs. And of course, they are going to reframe it as bodily integrity or self preservation, which is a lie. Their motivation is simple. They want control over life and death of other people. And they shouldn't be allowed that. Now, look at this. Am I, a child, supposed to carry and birth another child? Well, did you engage in sex without protection? If the answer is yes, then my answer to you is yes. You are going to be held responsible. Now, let's hear what this young lady has to say.
Great things in life. If a man decides that I'm an object and does unspeakable and tragic things to me.
First of all, you aren't going to do great things in life. Very few of us do. We're going to live ordinary lives, right? And also, if you become impregnated, it doesn't necessarily squander your potential. You have other adults look after the child, and you continue on with your life. Remember, women are allowed, at least in my country, to give their children up for adoption. So there's zero excuse to killing it, other than a sense of entitlement and power. Now, also, she demonizes our sex, right? You know, if when she engages in sex, it's because she's lusting after a guy. And she won't consider herself as objectifying him. So recognize that the objectification label is a slur towards men. And also, she hates men so much and male sexuality that she considers engaging in sex with men and boys as tragedy and a horrible thing to happen to her, even though she is the one who engaged with them, right? Now, again, these women are going to try and hide behind sexual assault, the rare case of pregnancy through rape. They're going to hide behind that because they can't come to these to the lawmakers and say, "Look, I'm irresponsible. I just want to do what I want to do, and I don't want to deal with the children, so I want to kill them." They can't come to them with that, so they got to bring up this lie. So,
Am I a child supposed to carry and birth another child? Some here say they are pro-life. What about my life?
well, what about the life of the person you're carrying? This young lady, she wants me to care about her life when she doesn't give a shit about the people she's carrying. She could have another little girl in her womb, and that little girl has potential, and all that's going to be erased. Why? Because she wants to be able to say, if I want to kill someone, I can. So I don't give a shit about your life, young girl, just as you don't give a shit about the lives of the people you might give birth to. That's my answer to that.
Does my life not matter to you?
Okay, members of the public testify on the floor of the House, many sharing personal stories of sexual assault. See, they're hiding behind sexual assault. Rape is very rare to start with. Actual rape, right? Not all the other things that they'll put under the umbrella term of sexual assault, right? But it's even rarer to give birth, become pregnated that way. So again, they're going to hide behind this. And their stories are going to be bullshit. As one of the other pro-male collective guys say, press X to doubt. You can tell there's bullshit if there's no details given.
I was raped at the ages of 9 and 10, and I want you to explain to me why it would have been okay for me.
Really? So who was it? Well, where are the details? By who? Where and when? Not, it's just a bullshit story. I was right, therefore I should be able to kill a fetus? As if. And notice it seems to be the ugliest women who are the first to run up and make up some story about being raped.
As a child, to have carried my rapist child.
My 16-year-old daughter.
Really? I thought you women were all about maternal instincts. Oh, if you ask these women, hey, do you believe children should be punished for the sins of their parents? I bet they would say no. But now they're advocating for that. Right? And again, what about their maternal instincts that women go on about? Aren't you supposed to love a child unconditionally? And, right? Of course not. That's bullshit.
Was raped last year by a 47-year-old man at a sleepover. You talk about pro-life. My daughter has not.
There you go. No details again. She was at a sleepover and it was a 47-year-old man. What was his name? Is he behind bars? Really? What was he doing there? Like no names. They don't even talk about relationship. Was he an uncle? Was he a father of the other kids? So just assume this is a bullshit made up story.
Not had a life. She hasn't been to a prom. She hasn't been to a dance. It did not result in a pregnancy.
It didn't result in a pregnancy. So this has nothing to do with abortion rights, does it? This woman even admitted it. She can't even make up a good story well. So supposedly some girl she knows was sexually assaulted when she was 16, right? And she wasn't impregnated, but therefore we should this should tie into our rights to murder other people. Yeah, these are bullshit stories, right? I'm bypassing it. I'm not believing any of this, but I just want to end off with this. Take a look at this right here. Oops, sorry, gotta block that again. I want to show you, all you guys who talk about leftist. This is Republican. See, Republican Governor Jim Justice called lawmakers back for a special session in part to clarify and modernize state abortion laws. So this tradcon, right-wing Republican, is going to give in to these women's lies and give them rights, the right of life and death over other people in the womb. He's a right-wing Republican. All you right-wingers, I thought you were all pro-family. Right? So many of these right-wingers will claim that they are pro-family. And yet, in their actions, they'll support anti-family laws. They will be against shared parenting. They'll be pro-abortion. That is pro-giving women the rights that men don't have. And they'll be pro-child support. All these women here that talked about, the right of their body, ask them, are they against child support? Child support enslavement of men? I bet they are for it. Which again will prove that they are a bunch of liars, this is strictly about a power grab. And understand what their motivations are. And any women who support this, that want rights, the right of life and death over helpless, innocent children, they're scum. I'm saying it. And that includes this young lady right here. She makes me vomit. And not only that, they have to demonize us men to get that power. We are the victims here, not them. They are the criminals. They are the perpetrators. So understand that. I've said what I need to say.